I think I just fixed autofocus. See, watch. Nothing! Finally! Hey guys, it's Sweet Potato Pie, also known as Taylor, and how was your weekend? Well, I hope it was well, because you deserve it. Over my weekend, I had to take what's known as ACTs. If you guys have been following my end of video talk / Twitter posting, you'll know that that's the reason I haven't been able to post every week, and it's been like every other week for the past like 4 months. But now I just took them, so now they're over and I can do videos again. I apologize for the lighting. It's kind of terrible. You get what you pay for, and I paid for nothing. The ACTs is like a series of tests that you take that prove your abilities in educational aspects like math, science, reading, language, and they score you in between a number of 0, you didn't even take the test, to 36, where you're the Einstein of your generation. I'm pretty sure I scored a 36. But you know, knock on wood, I feel like I did good, but you know when you feel like you did good on tests and then you get it back and you got like a D-, so scary. The ACTs originally stood for American College Testing, but they thought they were too cool for that name, so they just shortened it down to ACT, where ACT just really means nothing now. It's a test. That's all you need to know. A test that you send into colleges, and they'll determine if they like you, if you get a scholarship, and what you do with the rest of your schooling career. So that was the first 4 hours of my Saturday morning last weekend. From the hours of 8 a.m. to about 12:30, I was in school testing. I don't think I would have had a real big problem with taking the test if it wasn't all timed. I felt like I could have done better had I not have been looking up at the clock every 30 seconds, wondering how much time I have left and how far behind I am, and why is everybody stopping while I'm still on question 2 of 60. Overall, I felt confident about the math test, and I got all the way until about like question 15, and I felt like I got them all right. And then I had to pee, and when you have to pee, all of your mind just goes right down to your bladder. You cannot think about anything but the toilet that's 30 feet away from you. I really tried my best to focus, but it just wasn't happening. I even got asked by our proctor if I was doing well, because I was shaking back and forth a little. I gotta pee, back and forth, worming all around. Moving on from math, we go on to science. I suck at science. I have no place for any of those chemical formulas, these science equations, or these experiment processes in my brain. They just don't stick. Now, don't get me wrong, I can write math graphs just fine, and I can interpret those, but if they give me a science graph and put like dinosaurs or birds or rock fossils, different experiments, and like trial 1 and trial 2, it's not sticking with me. And you only get like not long to take that test. Not long at all. The language and grammar ones were alright. When I read slowly, I obtain a lot more. I could answer the questions quicker, so I feel confident. Overall, I'd say that my advice would be to 1. Study ahead. Always get those practice books that you can buy online or rent from your school library or rent from the public library. They look something like this. It's kind of big. Look it. All of this is information you need to know. You don't have to read all of it, but there's some useful information in that thing. So buy it. And 2, always pee before you get to the area of your testing. You will do a lot better, and you will not freak out yourself or your proctor and have him ask if you have some sort of condition where you shake whenever you take a math test. And that's my advice for you. Go out and take an ACT, or don't. Your life, and I'm not telling you what to do with it. Bye!